since this whole thing is pioneering and you guys are one of the first ones in it, how do you guys feel about, being lab rats essentially?
That's right. We're officially lab rats. It is pretty awesome. So I had a shot in the booty. You saw that on our trip to Guadalajara. And then I had an IV done where they did the stem cells in both places. Muscle, of course, where it's good to put it. And then, of course, the IV through the blood veins. And Chantel had that too, but then she had additional stuff done.
In my ovaries.
Yeah, where they actually did it almost like a surgical procedure, because they did the ovaries and the uterus. They inserted through needles the stem cells directly there in the fertility. So it's pretty cool. And we'll ask Dr. Vertilization about that too on the interview, like how that works and everything, get the details.
So how do we feel like about being lab rats? I would say that on normal circumstances, I am very much anti-lab rat. However, because I know Dr. Vertiliz's heart and I know her passion for holistic health, I very much felt like I was in good hands, and I felt like she has our best interest at heart. And I have absolutely no question, no doubt, no fear in regards to having procedures done in Mexico. I've had dental work done in Mexico. I feel safer there than here in the US because they're not controlled by big pharma. I think there's a huge limit to the American people because of regulations, and it all goes back to who's profiting. Yeah. And that for me is disheartening. So I have no qualms, no problem moving into that. And because she has vetted, she's actually done the stem cell stuff on her own self and her husband, I felt safe and secure.
Yeah, I love being a lab rat. For me, it's like awesome because that's how we do though. Even for our as we help people in relationship, right? And help them gain confidence in that world, have epic relationships. It's all our example. Like that's what's important to us, that we lead by example. So for us, it's like, of course we want to go first. We'll do it. We'll be willing to go through the process to actually confirm that it's safe. But that's what's cool about Dr. Vertilization too, is she actually went through the process herself first before she ever had any of her clients do it, to make sure that it was safe and there wasn't any adverse reactions. So it's really cool.
Well, I can't imagine that this whole process has been easy emotionally. So what kind of emotions has this journey brought up for each of you?
For me, there's probably next level emotions, just because I am working through hormonal stuff and, again, the fertility medication, the stimulation, and all of those kind of things have been, and of course the letdown, right? Because of the two cycles that failed essentially. It's hard to take, and it's hard to navigate your mind, your body, and your spirit in times like that, because there's so much that can fight against it, right? There's so much, so many questions. There's all the what ifs questions. There's all of the what did I do? What could I have done differently? There's all of those, which none of them will make a difference. Yeah. They're really just a trap for your mind. Yeah. But it's kind of getting through that, and it's allowing yourself, the space and the time to mourn. And so I've had to do all of that, and we've had to do it together, and we've had to be really gentle with each other in those moments, right? Because there's different things that he feels that I feel, Right. For me, it's this strong desire to give him a child, right? So the failure that comes in that, and the real reality of this is going to take more time and money than we were prepared for. There's those kind of elements, and then for him, on the flip side, there's the beating himself up for taking this long. Yeah. And I'll let you speak to that.
Yeah, I mean, that's real. It's real. I'll never forget because I wasn't there the second time when there was failed, we had to stop it. We didn't even really get started with the process. And she called me, and it was crazy because I avoided her. I remember that. She was alone, She was emotional. And I'm like, I had to face this because in that moment, I had the emotions of wondering, like, looking at myself in the mirror and hearing the fact that it failed and that we're stopping the process. And I'm like, wait a second. Why did I wait so long? What is wrong with you? What is it that kept you from doing it sooner? She was always willing. And like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when we started this process, what happened? What kept you from doing it then? And you know, it's the typical excuses. Well, I didn't have the money, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. You know, I had all the excuses, but the reality is it was my identity.
Yeah.
It came back to my confidence in who I was and actually really understanding, was I worthy of having a child? I had some guilt, I had some shame that I was dealing with. And so I didn't want to face her on that day even. I remember I walked around our property. I probably like avoided her for 2 hours because I had to face me. I had to face my stuff and being like, my goodness, like what if I had done this 10 years ago when she had a younger body? So it's like, again, you can start going, it's my fault. She was always willing. It was me. It was me that was not ready. And it's like, what are you waiting for? And I want to say that right now, like if you're out there and you have a dream, you have a goal that's burning in your belly, what are you waiting for? Don't wait. There's always a way. And so now it's going to take more time and more money, but it's okay. It's worth it because we want this so bad. And we're going to do this. It's going to happen. I can feel it in my spirit. It is important to not wait. Don't wait. What do you want? And then what are you waiting for? Don't wait. Go after it. And don't let the excuses hold you back. Look for solutions. Have a solution mindset. And I know that's where we're at now. That's why this is so powerful. Because now we're no longer looking for excuses of what has to prevent us. Just like that 2 years ago when we started this, even the real process and the blood work and all that and the tests. Like even then it was like, well, we had the house and we were trying to do the purchase of the home and the property and like we're getting the business started and our content, like you have all these things. But again, let's go back 10 years. It's money. It's all these things, right? But we didn't know what we didn't know. And now as we're moving forward, again, can you ever afford anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. You just
people say that all the time, right? Like, you know, hey, are you guys having kids? They just got married. Oh no, we can't afford it. We don't have all our ducks in a row and all of those things. And I just think that like so much of our life we operate that way. We let having everything in a row, having all of the funds available hold us back from, like you said, creating our dreams and goals.
Having it be perfect, right? And that's probably why
The
so
reality
many people are
is
single.
that when you have a kid, you don't think about it. You just do it, right? You make more money, you pay for the diapers, you whatever, you just do it. It's just like anything. You get a car, you just do it. You pay for the gas, you pay for the insurance. It's like it's no different.
That's
Right? So why do we allow ourselves to wait so long?
What's the next step for you guys in getting pregnant?
So we, because of the stem cell stuff that we just did, she wants me to have a couple of cycles, normal cycles, and then we will go back for the next cycle in May.
Yep, another retrieval.
That's our goal.
Yep. But this time, the cool thing about this is having Dr. Verdialis. We've always had her, but now she's closely involved because of the fact that we've done this stem cell procedure for Chantel, and the benefits it will have on fertility is going to be amazing. And the one thing I want to mention about this whole process, it is very holistic because there's not these chemicals or something that's man-made. It's all human stuff come from the woman's, or excuse me, the baby's placenta.
You're talking about
to
the
create
stem
the
cells.
stem cells. Yeah, and I think that's important because that's a crazy holistic story. We witnessed. I remember as I was learning about this placenta stuff, we witnessed our own heifer, our own cow, because we have a ranch. She literally gave birth to the calf, and then a non-meat eater, a cow that doesn't eat meat, proceeded to go eat her placenta. And I watched that and I was like, whoa, we actually videoed it. And it was really crazy to see that. However, we can learn from nature things that are healthy and good for us. Here's like I said, they only eat like grains and grass. They don't eat meat. And yet that mother knew instinctually to go eat that placenta. So it's pretty cool.
The health benefits from the placenta is astronomical, and that's why they break it down and create capsules after women give birth. And you know, it's been, nothing's new under the sun. It's been happening for a long time, so it's pretty exciting.
Stay tuned on this journey with us. We're like 3 weeks in, right? 2 weeks, just a couple weeks in after the procedure. So yeah, it'll be an awesome journey together. We'll keep you posted for sure. So if you like this content, please comment below and let us know what more information. We will be interviewing Dr. Birdie Ellis.
Yeah, ask the questions that you have.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
know we did.
And hit the notification bell and like and comment. And when we create some more content or when we give you an update, you'll be notified and we can tell you more about our journey.